All right, now, y'all. So let's break it down like this. Season 3 of Ghost comes our way. We got episode 1 where Tariq kills Sebastian, right? Sebastian is somewhere living in the lap of luxury, but he's going through it with Simon Stern at this moment, right? I believe they were married and they were going through a divorce, and Sebastian was asking for an ungodly amount of money from Simon Stern, or he was going to reveal a whole lot of secrets of Simon Stern's. In the middle of all of that, we have Tariq going to meet with Sebastian. In the middle of Sebastian and Tariq's conversation, Sebastian provokes Tariq by saying certain things. Things such as, you're trying to act like you're not, but you're a criminal just like your father, right? He was saying a whole lot of words just to say, nigger, you ain't shit, right? But he provokes Tariq in an emotional moment, right? And this is probably the most irrational thing we've seen Tariq do in a long time, right? Probably the only fully unthought of thing that he did as far as an act of violence towards someone. Well, I say he did 3. He had this situation. Then he had the situation with Tasha's manager at the store. Then he had another situation, the situation with the other guy that was screwing Diana. But Tariq, in the heat of the moment, stabbed Sebastian. This is the first time Tariq ever stabbed someone. That's how you know he was emotional, right? He kills Sebastian. Braden and Kane come. They help Tariq get rid of the body, right? The reason why I'm explaining to y'all, right, that Simon Stern later did a favor for Tariq, and I'm going to explain to you guys what that favor is after I make this point. The reason why Simon Stern did this favor that everyone's overlooking, because if it's not proven to be a favor, this is probably it will become one of the most bullshit plot armor heavy scenes in Power history, right? But I want y'all to focus on this, what I'm saying right now. Sebastian is in what? This prestigious hotel. Tariq's black ass goes up to this place, goes to Sebastian's room, in which there would be documented proof of Tariq entering that building and going into Sebastian's room to talk to Sebastian. Sebastian ends up dead. Then you have Braden and Kane helping Tariq discard the body. What I want to ask y'all is, where did the body go? More importantly than that, we know in every hotel there are cameras. No one ever brought up the Sebastian murder. No one ever went around looking for the murderer of Sebastian. This murder never made the news. Sebastian, who's this famous person who already was going viral for demanding all this money from Simon Stern, but his death and his body disappearing never made the news. It was never mentioned again. 100%, I'm telling y'all right now, Simon Stern knows what Tariq did. Without a shadow of a doubt, Simon Stern knows what Tariq did. Not only that, Simon Stern did 2 favors for Tariq after that we will find out in the future. Simon Stern will directly tell Tariq to his face that he did that favor for him, right? And then he will say, you owe me an even bigger favor, right? And we could separate the whole Ghost is alive thing and Ghost is still doing business with Simon Stern. We don't even got to focus on that right now. We could just focus on Simon Stern and Tariq's relationship. What happened after Sebastian dies? What happened after that? We know that Zeke died at the end of, what was it? Season 2? Zeke dies at the end of season 2 by the hands of Lorenzo. Come season 3, Tariq does not get kicked out of Stansfield. Even though we know for a fact, Simon Stern says, if Zeke don't play, you don't stay. That's the number one reason Tariq was supposed to get kicked out of school. He does not get kicked out of school. Right? Nobody bothers Tariq. Then, in season 4, Tariq is running around being chased by a bunch of hoodlums dressed in black. Kane, I'm mainly talking about. And Effie dressed in black. With Drew limping around campus, also looking for Tariq. Then you also have Junior Valdez, nosy ass, running around looking for Tariq as well, all over campus, with students who would be eyewitnesses to everything going on, walking around campus as well, right? In the parking lot on campus, Tariq ends up killing Junior Valdez. Junior Young. Junior Young gets killed. Tariq is just able to come up with this lie to tell to the police that takes the heat off him. But here's another question that I want to ask that's just like the question with Sebastian. Where the fuck is the camera footage? Every parking lot has cameras. Every parking lot has cameras. Therefore, there would have been camera footage showing the whole entire situation with people getting shot. Braden and Tariq right there when Tariq kills Junior Young. Maybe there's some blind spots for some of these cameras, but there was so much of a melee going on, so much carnage. Y'all telling me no police was ever able to get their hands on the footage of not only the parking lot, but all throughout campus? We know that a school like Stansfield would have cameras everywhere. There was never a mention of any camera footage or anything. I'm telling y'all right now, Simon Stern buried all of that camera footage. He had it erased. He had it burned, discarded, gotten rid of. Any phrase you want to put it there. He did Tariq 2 favors. 2 favors. And now I'm going to bring Ghost into it. He did Tariq 2 favors by not exposing him for being a murderer and doing all these messed up things on campus. 2-3 times for real. Right? And also, it's possible he kept Tariq in the school as a favor for Ghost, which would allow them to keep eyes on Tariq and know what he's doing. What I'm telling y'all right now is that Simon Stern's a very dangerous man, and he's moving in the shadows just like Ghost is. And the reason why Tariq is not in jail right now is because Simon Stern is looking out for him, especially after Tariq unwillingly killed Sebastian for Simon Stern. in which Simon Stern was probably going to have Sebastian killed anyway. I'm gonna remind y'all again, before I end this video, do you really expect for Tariq, Braden, and Kane to be able to discard Sebastian's body from this expensive hotel, which we know would have cameras everywhere, in the front of the building, on every floor, in front of every elevator, in front of every staircase, every exit, without Simon Stern being the person with his finger on the button? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-gifted. That's touched by an ink. That's on the dome, nigga.